Hi there, this is Kathy again, and I'm here with Tina McEnroth at Rockwood Hawthorne, and just want to introduce her, and she's going to share a little bit about herself, what brought her, and how long she's been at Rockwood, and what she thinks kind of makes Rockwood Hawthorne unique.
Okay. I've been here almost 7 years. It'll be 7 years in July. And I do marketing here. I don't like to be called a salesperson. Marketing, I know, is seen generally as sales, and I really don't feel that I'm a salesperson. How I see my role at Rockwood at Hawthorne is more of sharing information about who we are, what we can do for families, how we can virtually help. I always wanted to be a social worker, and I think that this is satisfying those needs for me, is doing the social service help for folks, because this is traumatic for people to leave their homes that they've been in their entire lives and to make this huge of a change, and it can be very, very traumatic. So I really do feel that my role is to soften that for folks. And not every community is for every person. We have some things that are unique to Rockwood at Hawthorne. Other communities have things that are unique to them. So what I feel are our strengths and what makes us different, first of all, is we are a not-for-profit community. We were established in 1958, so we've been here a long time. We are also the only accredited community in Spokane. That would be this campus here and our sister campus, which is Rockwood South Hill. Accreditation boils down to a very rigorous audit. It happens once every 5 years. It's done by an independent team. They're not state or federal. They're actually a private group of folks that come in, the CCAC, and they come in and go through, there's 800 standards that we need to adhere to. Everything from our financials to our food service to our activities. They stay here, they meet with residents, they hold us to the highest standards. It's a very grueling process. We're very proud to go through it. We were just reaccredited last year.
That's fabulous.
That sets us apart, the not-for-profit status, but I think if I was looking for a community for my parent, the thing that would be most important to me is the question to ask as you're visiting communities is, what happens to mom or dad if they run out of money? What happens if they outlive their resources? Well, here at Rockwood at Hawthorne and also Rockwood South Hill, we have a foundation. And what that does is our two-step process to come in is a financial review and a health review. And once someone is accepted for residency, if their funds are depleted through time through no fault of their own, they are never asked to leave our community. That's a heck of a security blanket to give folks. They would apply for Medicaid. Our social services director helps them get through that process, because that's a pretty daunting process as well. But they do apply for Medicaid. That does help offset our costs, but they are not ever asked to leave our community. We are a continuing care community, which is called a CCRC. That means we have all levels of care. We have independent, we have assisted, and we have skilled nursing all under one roof. We're able to then take folks, we call it aging in place. We can take them from independent all the way through skilled nursing. And so with that security blanket that they do have a place to live throughout their lifetime, that's pretty awesome.
You know, one of the things that I've noticed is, as I've been going around through the community this week and talking to folks, is that what I think is an unusual length of stay here for all of the residents. I mean, everything, you know, some people have just moved in and they're transitioning in, and but others have been here for 9 and 10 years, and I just found that remarkable, because as I've noticed often in other places, people seem to community hop until they find the right one. And the people I've been chatting with this week are people who really are happy where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it that you do here that's a little bit different, that really keeps people? Are you listening different? What is the process to keep them happy like this?
Boy, I don't know. I think that would be something that, as you're chatting with residents, that you might want to ask them, you know, what keeps you here? What makes you happy to be here? We believe in our mission. Our staff, we have longevity of staff. That might make a
That's
difference.
that's the other thing, Tina, that I've heard is that everyone talks about the staff being so fabulous and how every need they have is met. And they name specific. Is it Eileen that does the breakfast?
Elaine.
Elaine. Oh,
Yes.
they all just absolutely love her, and she brings them special things, and she's been here for years apparently.
Our staff have been, like our activity director, I may be misquoting, but I think she's been here like 13 years. Beverly, our administrative assistant, just had her anniversary, and I think she's been here 12 years. We stay here because we believe in this company. We love what we do. We love our residents, and because we're a small community, we have about 105 residents. We have 57 apartments in the main building. We have 20 independent houses and 6 duplexes, and then we have a 20-bed skilled nursing. We're small. In relation to other communities, we're pretty small. Our South Campus has 436 residents. Therefore, we really get to know our residents and their families, and they become our extended family.
And you feel that when you walk around here. You really
thank you.
do.
We try.
You really do feel it. And as my clients have asked me, well, what are some of the questions to ask, when I'm considering having either myself moving into a community or my parents, helping to figure out where they should go. I always, even before this whole journey I'm on right now started, said, ask how long the staff has been there. The specific staff, what kind of a turnover do they have? Are they really there? Because what I'm seeing now, and it's holding true, is that in places like here at Rockwood Hawthorne, because the staff is here, there is this feeling of continuity and comfort that the residents feel, and they love it.
It can be difficult if you have some memory issues and things start to change for you. When your surroundings change, that can be a little more traumatic as well. So for residents to see the same people day in and day out and to like them and feel that they care about them is another security blanket for them.
Right.
Even there's usually a pretty high turnover with NACs. Those are nurses aid certified, and we've been really lucky. The longevity isn't as high as we'd like it to be, but we've been lucky compared to other communities in that we're also able to keep our NACs.
That's great.
Again, they feel committed. They have a level of commitment and just caring for those residents. So we like to do employee retention programs, things like that. We have an Employee of the Month program where we recognize a staff member. They get a gift certificate, they get a plaque with their name on it, and we have cake and ice cream, and we do that once a month. Our director of nursing, she may have a pizza party for all the staff, and then because we run 24/7, she'll have them delivered late in the night so that they can have pizza and not feel that they're not part of the larger group. So we're always trying to do things like that to let our employees know that we value you as well.
That's wonderful. Well, Tina, I really appreciate you opening up the Rockwood to me and me staying here this week has been really eye-opening, and thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
We're glad to have you. Thank you, Kathy.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.